Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the social norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge? Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean canteen and beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information, from relations to dating to when your leader gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm
Yo, you already know what it is, man. Hey, we back it again with another one. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, it's a social norm. We go ahead and talk to y'all, open y'all minds, make y'all think a little different, and make y'all be the best y'all can be. Now, today, we got to come out with another banger for y'all, man. Today's episode is Some People Never Grow Up. Now, before we even get into the episode, how you doing today?
I'm good, man.
All right.
Living my
good.
life.
Hey, the reason we doing it a little later than usual, we usually do 4:30. You know, the man held me back, man. I was trying to get to y'all as soon as I could, but you know, I gotta make this money too. So today I gotta go ahead and give y'all a disclaimer. You know, I gotta give y'all a disclaimer. This is me and Bean's personal opinion. This is not the ultimate, it's not the ultimatum. This is not the end all be all. It's not the who said it, who, why. It don't really matter. All I'm telling you is this. This is me and Bean's personal opinion. So y'all have your opinion, we got ours. So y'all respect them both. Let's get it. Now, you brought this title to us.
I did.
Because something came up in your life.
Yes.
Where you came across somebody and
they had a problem with me.
They had a problem. Go ahead and speak to the people.
Reason was real petty.
Okay.
And this is the sad thing about this whole situation. Basically, I've been running all weekend.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine, I know her for years, she saw me out and about, right?
Okay.
So I never noticed her, you know,
Ooh.
running in and out. I didn't notice she was there. I honestly, it was like 3 places she saw me, and I just didn't see her. So today I'm out, and she sees me, and she comes up to me, and she's like, you know, I thought we was friends. This how you gonna do me? And I'm like, and this is the part I need people to stop doing. If you do this, please.
No, let me say this. Stop saying people. There's only one type of person that does this. It's the certain sex.
Okay. Ladies, because you're right. I've only had ladies do
because a
this to
man
me.
would care less if you didn't notice me. I'm like, or now, you know what's so funny? Did she ever say, "Hey, yo, Beans"?
And that was part of my argument. Okay, here, listen. When someone says, when you mad at somebody and you confront them,
yeah,
and you say, and they say, "Hey, what are you talking about?" Please, just tell them what you're talking about, because I had no idea.
How many times later are we gonna go through this where you think we can read your minds? We can't. It don't matter if it's our mother, our sister, our wives, our girlfriends, our just platonic friends. We cannot read your minds. Speak up.
And so I was like, you know, she hit me with that, you know. She hit me with, you know what I'm talking about. I was like, come on now. I said, we too old for this.
Yeah.
Okay. I said, we're not kids. All right. You just start walking to me and talking. What are you talking about? And then she was like, I seen you out and about all these places, and you didn't say hi or nothing to me. And I'm looking like, that's why you came at me.
So pretty much she felt violated.
She did.
That you didn't acknowledge her
presence
in your space.
Apparently, I don't mean to cut you off. Apparently, sometimes I looked in her direction, and I just maybe looked past her or something.
See, that's that insecurity that women have, where I've seen it. Where you be out with a girl and she doesn't like a person, and she'll say, "Look at that girl, she's talking about me." And you be like, No one's noticing you. She thinks either she sees something that maybe men can't see, or she's just delusional and we can't, and she's making up stuff in her mind.
Or do you think it's women's intuition? Do you think that's a real thing?
Well, what I think is it's crazy bitch on my side that's talking to me, bipolarness, saying, "Hey, this motherfucker is making fun of you." Now, if y'all want to go ahead and get on this live stream, because you know I always got to give y'all the chance to come talk to me and Beans, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the comment section, and y'all can go ahead and get in where you fit in.
So so we going back and forth, and I'm like, look, I'm too old for this kind of argument. I said,
you said enough's enough.
I was like,
I can't do this.
I said, hey, I didn't see you, but you saw me.
Why didn't you say something?
Why? I said, did you wave or did you say hi? Did you call my name out? Anything? She was like, no. I was like, okay, well then,
there's nothing to talk about.
There you go. I was like, why we even?
Sorry.
I'm like, why are we even having this discussion right now? I mean, conversations work both ways. I can start the conversation. You can start the conversation.
That is true.
You didn't start it.
Well, for some reason, and this is what I always notice about women, they always put it in the man's hand when it comes to dating. If a girl feels like she puts herself in a position for you to come up and approach her, if you do not do that in a timely fashion, she feels like you've lost your opportunity. You're not man enough for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on. In the same light, women, they don't change their stripes because you're not the man they're sleeping with. They still look at you as you should be the one approaching me. I'm the one, because they want to be desired. So even if you're not desiring them sexually, they want to be desired in that you want to talk to them. So the fact that you just saw her, or she felt you look in her direction, noticed her, and you just said, move out the way, I'm trying to get this stuff out the shelf, and keep moving, and you did it a couple times, she's like, oh, he really just trying to play me.
I was nowhere near her. I said, were you next to me? She was like, no, I saw you from across, we were there. She said
I've had that happen to me.
I was like, I just didn't see you. It happens. And I just didn't see you.
I can understand on your end where you just get fed up with it, because what I feel like is this: once you get old enough in life, you start to realize that some people you just outgrow. And I think that's God telling you, you know what? You outgrow this. You outgrow this person. Let them go. They're showing you signs of, immaturity. They're showing you signs that, you know what? You can't get along for nothing, for whatever reason. Even if I don't do anything, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So just go ahead on about your day. Good luck.
That's basically how it was. I was like, look, you mad? I didn't see you. You mad? You'll be fine. Like,
why?
You're over.
Nah, women. This is the funny thing. Women always say men are, they mature faster than us, right? That's what the everybody in schools always said. Girls mature faster than boys. But why is when we get older and we're all grown people, you see the more immaturity from women? If they really mature faster than us, why do I see women, the ones acting out the most, as bad children? I see it in Walmarts. I see it in, grocery stores where the woman is acting out. That's why I just want to know, if they're mature, more mature than us, why do they're the ones being like a bad kid acting out? Okay. Y'all put in the comment section. And if you go ahead and love the content, I ain't gonna be mad at you. Go ahead and put a like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to go ahead and really show some love, support the channel. Cash App is below. You know what I mean? Because we definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all our squad. You know what I mean? The Social Norm Squad. That's what I'm called something. I gotta figure something out. Y'all tell us what y'all want to be called. And I thank everybody who's giving us support. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Jimmy, AA Ron /skins. Who else gave us some? Nick, all y'all give us support, and I love all y'all for it.
And on that note, I got to talk to my squad.
Yeah,
because those is all.
Because this is my people's. My people's hooking me up. You know what I'm saying?
So,
shout out. Boom, 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 bam, bam.
So next, I'm gonna say it like this: next time y'all need a ride somewhere, I need you to pick y'all up, or need a favor. I'm gonna say
just gonna keep driving by.
Donate to the stream, and I'll come get you.
Come on, man, donate to the.
I'll come get you.
Know what I mean? It's nothing but a click in the. You know,
we try to do something here, man.
Hell yeah, trying to do something positive. I could be out there robbing y'all.
Who's that baby boy? You caught a baby.
Yeah, I caught a boy moment right there. Nah, I ain't gonna be doing nothing. I love my freedom, but so I mean, I've had moments where I realized I've outgrown somebody, or this person's just never gonna grow up. Yeah. I think what I notice from people when they're not growing up is that they, and like I said, I'm not sitting there saying that men can't, but I see it more in women. I don't look for it in men, because I always feel like most men are immature in the fact that we like to joke around and be funny.
Well, maybe when they say women mature more than men, I'm wondering if they're talking about like
having fun. No, because men have fun. I feel like men have fun, especially amongst ourselves, all the time.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe when they say mature, maybe it's a different area in life. You know what I mean? Maybe physically or
physically, women mature quicker.
Or you know what I mean when they say
them
that
things be popping out.
It's a certain area, not like overall, maybe.
But my thing is this: when I see women act out in a like almost like that right there that your friend did reminds me of like a kid who needs attention.
Well, yeah, that's why I told her, I was like, we're not kids. That kind of made her mad. I was like, we're not kids.
But why does everybody who acts like a kid get mad when someone tells them you're acting like a kid?
I mean, I didn't even say she was acting like it. I was like, we not kids.
But that was you were implying.
Yeah, I was implying
that you're a kid. You're acting like a kid right now.
Because I don't like when arguments, you know what you did. Because I've been in an argument 1,000 times. I'd be like,
I want to know what's y'all pettiest argument. What's something where you just felt like somebody hit you with something that was just like, I'm too grown for this. I'm not dealing with no more arguments like this. Like, you wasting my time. I could be doing something more productive.
Yeah, that's basically how it was. And I was like, well, the saddest thing about the argument is it was something just so foolish. It was a misunderstanding.
So she just left mad.
She was like, I don't. If since you're not talking to me, then don't talk to me no more. You seem like you don't care. I was looking like.
Let me say right now, it's not over. That's not over. I can promise you, I've had girls say that to me all the time, and then I just don't acknowledge, like I don't entertain it. I saw someone, and my mind works differently. I saw something on Snap that I posted in the little group meet we have, and it said, "Fellas, if a girl breaks up with you, because that's technically what she did. She kind of broke up with you.
I saw this.
She broke up with you. You don't sit there. All you say is, when she says, I don't think this is working out, all you say is, okay, that's fine. And be ready to leave. Because what's going to happen is she's going to second guess herself. The fact that you're so willing to end the relationship with her makes her realize she tried to check you. That's what that was. She tried to check you and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. I would have." And maybe you did that, maybe you didn't. But at the end of the day, you was like, "Okay, and what of it?
Yeah.
If you don't want to be in my life, that's fine. Okay." And she's gonna be like, "No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Let's try to work it out." There's nothing to work out. You need to go live your life.
I was like, she was like, "Well," I was like, "All right, well, there it is. Have a good day," and I walked away. But I was like, I was trying to say, it's sad because we went through all that for what?
Well, my whole thing, yeah. What was the whole? Why were you were acknowledging that you don't want? You already told her I didn't see you. She didn't want to accept that.
She didn't believe, because I guess she saw me multiple places.
Okay.
And I was like, I didn't see you.
So then,
any of those places.
So what was it? After the third time, she just approached you?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't see you.
So then, in my mind, I would have been like, well, it took you 3 times to see me, and then you finally came up and said something. Why didn't you say something the first time you saw me, and I didn't acknowledge you? That's what I would ask her.
That's true.
Why didn't you acknowledge me the first time you seen me? Was you acting brand new? Was you hiding?
Yeah, I know. That's why I should have asked her. I was like, look, I ain't doing it on purpose. I just didn't see you.
Now, other day, this Saturday, we went to a paint and sip hosted by Twisted Infusion.
Good times.
Good times. And I'm about to show y'all some clips from the that night, you know. So this is me just having a good little time. Hold up. 1 second. Let's go ahead and play that. No music, but you know, as y'all can see, your boy was just having a little fun, just doing my thing. Just no music involved in this video, but y'all see I was chilling, just fooling around, being funny. And that's just one of our little, but let's go ahead and go back to my stories because I want to show y'all. Hold up. Close this.
Or you can play stories on here?
I think I can play my stories. I should be able to play my stories. Oh no, not my profile. Get out.
Is it going? Let me see if it's going up.
It probably is. All right, here we go. Let's go to my stories.
It's going up from what I can tell.
And let's put some music on there.
Sing louder.
Cause I love. Okay. So that's Beans right there.
I couldn't remember the words. So I was just rocking to it.
Nope. Yeah. All right. So. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it. So that was us just over there having a good time at the painting sip. Your reviews on the painting sip. What do you think, man?
That was my second one, and I enjoyed the company.
I did enjoy the company.
I did enjoy the painting. It was different.
Okay.
So
for y'all, if y'all didn't see, and I'll try to take a picture. I don't have it with me right now. We did a Queen and King style paint. They already had them pre-made, so you just had to paint them in, and you know, whatever way you created it. I felt like for me, that was the first time I ever did a painting sample where I actually had just draw in the painting.
Yeah, that's my
most of the time they have it where it's blank canvas and somebody will instruct you how to do it. I was like, okay, this is easy. I just drawing almost. They had plenty of their drinks that you could buy. They were giving away some what was it, cups and customized things like that. Overall, for the first time doing it.
Oh, that was their first time?
I think that was their first time doing a paint set. I believe so. It was okay. It was cool. One thing I would say, if I had to give my 2 cents on it, I think they should have got a bigger speaker because the speaker was kind of low. And let me think what other thing. I feel like that's it.
That was just about
for
it.
me. It was just the music need to be a little higher. That was only downfall of the. But overnight, it was a good event, good decent event for their first time. And if anybody wants to have us promote their businesses or any events that they're up and coming, hit us up in the DMs, hit us up in on Instagram, wherever the case may be, and we'll try to go ahead and put something together for y'all.
But when you do that,
let's talk about
a little bit of advice here. When you do that,
can we just speak on it?
We just want to speak on it. When you do that, come with something you want us to say.
Come correct.
You know what I mean?
Come correct. Okay, so this is the deal. And I haven't spoken to them yet, and I'm going to speak to them. When you have somebody come and help you promote your business, I'm just speaking to black folks. White folks, come stand to the side for a second. I'm just talking to black folks right now because I see us, and we do this too often, where we think of the immediate and not think of the big picture. When you're starting off in business, your connections, your networking is more important than your bottom line making money. This connections is what makes money, not a product. Okay. People knowing about your product is what makes money. We tried to help out promote a young entrepreneur. And then after we did it, we were I felt like we're kind of blindsided to get charged to go to the event. I have no problem paying to go to the event. But if I would have known I was paying to go to the event, we would have redirected what we were doing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying if you want to do work with us as far as collabs or putting content out there for y'all, it needs to be mutually beneficial. If it's not mutually beneficial, then unfortunately it's all love, but I'm gonna have to go do other things for myself because I'm only gonna do things that make sense for both of us.
And my thing is this is a lesson we need to learn too. I don't know much
Be
about
more direct.
I don't know much about businesses.
Mhm.
I've never started one, so what I can say is limited on this. When we do this, maybe we should get something in some type of writing.
Yeah,
That's where we went wrong.
We went wrong for one, not being clear with each other.
Yes,
it was It was clearly not clear enough.
Yeah, well, I wasn't there for the conversation, so I only had a basic understanding of this is what we're doing.
It's my fault. I'm blaming 100% on myself.
I wasn't.
It wasn't. I'm not blaming the other, Twist and Fusion or anybody else. It's my fault because I wasn't clear with what I was trying to do, and unfortunately, that's fine. I learned a lesson to be more clear, be more direct, but it is. But I will tell you guys this: if you want to do collabs with us, I'm all for it. If you want us to promote your things, I'm all for it. Just make sure it's mutually beneficial for both of us. And that's all I have to say about that.
What is it? One hand
washes the other.
The other.
There you go. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Go. That's what I was going to say. I said,
I got a big ass back. So
I was going to say one hand scratch the other. That's not what I was trying to say.
Yeah. Let's see. So what else we've been talking about today?
Okay. I want to talk about this.
All right.
I had to learn a life lesson on Friday. I think it was Friday.
What life lesson? What life lesson?
So I posted on my Facebook page. I came home and
you can tell me about this. Go ahead.
I'm gonna start from the beginning. Okay. This is my humbling moment in my life.
This is his truth.
Okay, so we have a friend. I don't mean to keep bringing this up. We have a friend who was going through some things in his relationship, right? And the way he handled it, I was like, man, I wouldn't have handled it like that. I don't think he was right the way he did, whatever. Should have kept my mouth shut because the universe has a way of putting you in your place. So I come home after doing episode Friday, I think it was.
Yeah.
I open my door and I hear a man's voice upstairs. So immediately I'm thinking,
you think the worst. You think the worst.
I'm thinking,
what the hell is going on between my sheets and my home?
That's exactly what I thought. I thought my lady brought somebody home and she was
getting cracking.
I was like, so immediately I thought, I'm going to jail tonight.
Why do we do that?
I don't know.
As men, why do we think about this, fellas? If your woman is crazy enough to bring another man into your home, into your space of living, to go and do foul acts, violations, why would you go right to I'm going to hurt them? Because the fact of the matter is, don't you think she wants you to do that?
Yeah, but you don't think that at the time. I heard a man's voice, and I was like, "This is on. This is it."
It's not what you're supposed to think, man.
Like I know, hindsight is 20/20, man.
We got people in prison right now because men, we just act and we don't think our things through. Like she's playing chess with both of y'all, and you don't even realize.
it. I walk right into that joint too.
Why?
And a lot of times we don't know what we're gonna do.
I just want to know. Also, I want to know this. Why is it always just lazy? How often do you, that's the one thing I do. I know this is a woman thing. Yeah. I don't think men take their sneaky links or side pieces to their place of living. So where their wife or girlfriend lives with them.
You don't think men do that?
No. When have you ever seen men bring their sneaky links to the house? Only women bring their sneaky links to the house. So the man can come home
Are you
and
saying,
be like,
are you
"Who's in
saying-
there?"
Are you saying most of the time women do this, or only women do this?
I think most of the time. I don't think most men who are cheating bring their women to their house, their side piece, where their woman still lives at or has access to. Derek Jacks got caught up like that. He brought his woman to his house. Ain't no.
Did he? I don't know if he did or not. I know he was.
I
at his
know
mistress's
what
house.
I remember was other women exposed him to his woman.
Yeah, like,
that's what I remember.
Yeah, like when he was in his car, she was like, "Yeah, that's my house in the background with the 3 pillars." That's what one of the females said. And if you go back and look at the video, he is sitting outside this chick's house.
Oh, she was recording him. It said brought
No.
his side chick in his house. He lives with his wife. Okay.
And he's trash.
Who is that?
That is James Herring.
Oh, okay. Maybe is that James or Jimmy?
Jimmy, I'm sorry.
Yeah. What up, Jimmy? Shout out Jimmy, man. You know, good supporter of the channel. We love you, man. All right. This is the thing. If you are bold enough to bring your woman, your side piece, to your wife's house, because at that point, I ain't even gonna say it's your house. It's your wife's house. That's crazy. That's psycho. Like, I don't have no words for it. You asking to get like you how bold? The only way I can see you doing something like that is if they was out of town. That's the only way.
But I was like,
but you weren't out of town.
I wasn't out of town.
Why would anybody do something like that?
Like I said, I wasn't thinking. So I was just like, in my house. This is what we doing.
That's
in my house.
Yeah, you know, like the husband goes out of town for a trip, business trip. He come back home early, a day early, and that's how she get caught. See, I get why she would do that then, but like to be at your house, to be just regularly working and have somebody that's a violation. So then you go run up there. Okay.
So I'm looking for my baseball bat and everything. I was going. My plan was just kick in the door,
Barry Bonds,
and just go guns blazing. Thank God I couldn't find it. You know what I mean? So I was like, I couldn't find anything. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna square up, and it's gonna be what it is. So I run upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I kick in the door.
You actually kicked in the door? You kicked the door in, bro?
I did kick the door. It was.
Is it broke?
No, it ain't broke. It ain't broke.
Okay.
I kicked the door in, and nobody.
You wanted to make a real entrance,
and nobody was there. So
you better than me. See, I would never kick the door in. I'd have been like, I'd have been at the door listening in. Like,
I mean, I snuck upstairs.
All I want to hear.
Quiet. I was quiet. I just heard the man voice. I wasn't thinking. And I snuck up quietly, kicked the door in, and nobody was there. Okay. So what really happened was I left my Bluetooth speakers on when I left. And my neighbors trying to be funny, they connected to it and just started playing random things on my Bluetooth speaker. So they almost caused a double homicide
to yourself.
So I felt so stupid.
You are, because the fact is, how'd you look at yourself like in the mirror?
I was
like I'm a fool.
Yeah. I'm not gonna when I post the video, I'm not gonna lie. You can see the stress on my face because I was on 10. I was ready.
Why do we let women have that much control over our feelings to where we are literally willing to run through walls over these? They not. I'm being honest with you. They not worth all that.
I was just like,
no one is worth going and trying to harm people because you think they are stepping out on you. If they stepping out on you, let them go. There's more people in the world.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not about to sit here and try to fight over you. You're not.
That's true.
This thing, fellas, if you're fighting over a female, all you're doing is putting her on a pedestal to where you make her look like, oh my God, I need you that much that I'm willing to harm other people over. Fuck that. That gives her that ego. I'm not giving you. Oh, sorry. I'm not giving you that. You're going to try to chess play me? No, guess what? Okay. You got her. Good luck. I would just say, good luck with you because you're broken and I can't fix you. And I just walk out. That's going to hurt her 10 times more that you're just so done with it all, you don't even raise your voice.
I mean,
I'm done with you.
I could probably do that now because I went through that.
No, I don't hear that shit. You said you already showed your hand who you are. You are the one that's busting in, swinging the baseball bats, acting all crazy, where she can just be like, "He really does love me." You fucking.
It wouldn't even, to me. It
This
wouldn't
you
even,
is you Thriller, man. They over here toying with your ass.
to me, it wasn't even about that. It was just like the violation. Like you get my
I get
house,
that.
you
The
my-
violation.
This is what we doing.
But this is the thing though, and this is why I say the violation. Most men want to violate the other person for violate, but you don't know this man. You don't even know if he knows you even exist.
That's true.
I'm not violating him. If I'm gonna violate anybody, it's gonna be her.
That's true.
But you don't want to do that.
Nah,
Because you know why? You put her on that pedestal. She can't be violated. Only people on your level can be violated.
Listen,
Everybody
was gonna get it.
See,
I was
I'm
gonna
weird
get
about it.
I was gonna get everybody.
I want even yourself. I feel like you one of them people that'll just be like, everybody go.
No,
I ain't doing that.
but it's a lesson learned. I learned a lesson about myself.
Yeah.
And I learned that, everybody. Now, the way my friend handled his situation, he did it the right way. Well, he did it better than me.
He did it
better than me.
He did it the right way because like that's just not his style. My style is for some reason I never get mad at the guy. I'll never get mad at the guy because I always feel like that's his job.
Even if it was your friend?
I'd be like, no, now if you're my friend, I would be like, you a dirty motherfucker. You a snake in the grass. And I just would let you, I'm gonna let you, because I really believe this, and I live by this. I feel like God got me to the point that anything you do to harm me, it's gonna come back to you. It's gonna come back to you way worse than anything I could ever do to you. That's how I feel about God. I feel like he could really just he's got like a protective shield over me. There's nothing that can happen to me in the sense of even if you try to harm me, like I feel like God gonna get you back.
Yeah. I mean,
I know people, that's the thing that keeps me in the right space of mind. A lot of people ain't that like close with relationship with God, so they want to take it into their own hands.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I grew up in the church, and there was a point in time that I if it happened to me when I was in that space, I might not have reacted like that. But
now you don't fell off. Like, now that I don't go to church like
now
that,
I'm a heathen.
I'm doing the heathen thing and I'm whooping ass. Fuck all that. Hey, y'all put in the comment section and let us know what would you do. What would you do if you came home and you saw your significant other with another person, opposite sex, and they was over there getting it in or whatever? What you doing in your space? Put in the comment section.
I mean, I'm thankful. I am really thankful that was not the case. But I almost gave myself a stroke.
You on 100? Wouldn't that be something? Now, imagine if you went in there, kicked the door, and nothing going on, nobody there, and you have a heart attack because you that mad, and you overwork your heart, and you have a heart attack, and then be in the hospital. And the woman, she ain't even did nothing, and she made you go in the hospital.
See, when you put it like that,
you know what that mean? That pussy got power. That's what that mean, y'all. Motherfuckers they don't even know how powerful they are.
Just violated, man. That's how I felt.
See,
man.
We gotta take back the power, fellas. I'm not saying that women aren't special and aren't important, but you're important too. And don't ever forget that.
Mm-hmm. I get it, but it's a lesson learned. So
yeah,
I pray that it never happens.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think there's some women in the world that know that know they're crazy enough that if they did that violation, they know what lines they can cross and what they can't cross.
Yeah.
And if they cross that line, everybody gotta go. Even the dog.
Shot the dog.
What's that movie where the dude took the dog and just threw it out the window? Wasn't that dead? Was that Dead Presidents? Oh no. He had the dog. He was acting like he was gonna throw it out the window, and the dog bit him and he dropped it. And then the dog
Oh yeah,
Who
what
remember
movie
that?
was that?
Who remember that movie?
I
I think it was Dead Presidents. What movie was that, y'all?
No,
Or the
no.
dog? No. Oh, it was Tony. No, he was like a singer, but he ended up Ricky Lionel. Ricky Lionel. The dude who was in Dead Presidents. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Put in the comment
Why do
section.
fools fall in love?
Exactly. That motherfucker had that dog. He was like, okay, I'm about to throw this dog out. Please, man, Ricky, don't. Who you care about? You care about me or you care about this goddamn dog? I care about you. No, you don't. Oh, shit. And he let the dog go. And then she was like, he's like, he all right. They on that 15th floor. We're talking about he all right. That damn dog is.
We laugh about a dog getting dropped.
I don't know. I would be sad if that was real life.
There's plenty of movies where dogs die. I ain't gonna lie. I had to bust out a chuckle.
That was a funny one. But other than that, I don't like dogs dying.
Something about Mary. The dog jumped at Ben Stiller and he ducked.
Oh,
and the dog jumped out the window.
And they never actually showed the dog die.
The dog didn't die. It was all like busted up at the end of the show.
But
yeah, y'all, if you go home, you think your wife doing you dirty. You think you caught her in the act. I hope it never happens to you.
Let me tell you right now.
I thought it was happening to me, and I was on 1,000.
My dad and mother always said, if you think they cheating, they cheating. Because
let
me explain why.
Okay.
If you feel that insecure, this person has made you that insecure and not comforted that you feel like they are stepping out on you, they are doing it. Or you need to leave them alone, because the fact of the matter is they're not bringing enough to the table for you to feel comfortable. Because I understand there's people out there that's insecure. We all know that. But if you're with that person, you know they're insecure. So you know what steps you got to take to show them that you care about them.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
And if you're not doing those steps, then
okay. Here goes my question though. Have you ever been accused of cheating and you weren't?
No.
Really?
No.
I've been accused.
Every time I got accused,
you were.
I was out there, y'all.
You talk about me.
Oh well, no. I don't know. I feel like I'm one of them people that I take shit to the grave. So like anytime I did something, I just never talked about it.
So they just gonna show up at your funeral?
Maybe.
Hey,
yo,
what's up, man?
What up, man?
But anyway, I've been accused.
Yeah.
And I wasn't doing nothing. And that's why I say when people have that saying.
But the history behind it was letting you.
Okay, that's true. So I don't have the best.
Who said I don't cheat?
That's Watson D.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's I know. You gonna say you don't cheat, but then you did a laugh emoji. I don't trust that. Everybody that has cheated most of the time are insecure about other people cheating on them because they feel like I've done wrong, so eventually the universe is gonna pay me back. That's what it really comes down to. You think karma is gonna come back around, and the person you're doing wrong, like why wouldn't they do wrong to you? Because they got morals, and that's what it really come down to. At the time, I didn't have a code of ethics, and I was out a moral compass, and I was out there. And maybe you never do it. I don't know. Do you ever just have a moral compass?
You do.
Okay.
Some people, I think it just comes with time. For me, it came with time.
So,
and when you get older, you can get to be my age. You just don't got that. I am older than you, but it just don't. You just ain't got time for it. It becomes too much work, too much on your psyche, on your mind.
Right.
Because you got to lie, you got to sneak around.
That's
you got to remember your lie. You got to. You know what I mean?
It's like you want to be. Sometimes, you know what I think it is? A lot of people want to be in a relationship, but they also want to have the freedom too. They want everything. They want to have the freedom to be like, look, I think the reason men cheat is because women like men to work for it. And there's a lot of men who don't want to work for it. And they're like, why do we need to work for it if I have you? That's the thing that women they don't like that feeling because every man they've ever given sex to, for the most part, had to work for it. So for you to not have to work for it, it makes them feel like they're devaluing themselves. And then they don't want to do it. And then they wonder why when they don't do it, he goes out there and gets the easy kill from another joint. So it's like it's a double-edged sword. You shouldn't. I don't think you should play that game of even if you don't want to do it. If you want to keep him around, you got to give him the easy kills. You can't have him. You can't make him work for it all the time.
Well, every now and again.
Yeah, like for Valentine's Day, but for them other times, he shouldn't have to work for nothing.
I mean, we get it. Y'all like the romance. They like to be wined and dined. I get it.
I've literally talked to guys and I'm like, well, maybe you should romance her a little bit. They're so drained mentally from this woman, they don't even want to give her no romance.
No.
They're just like, I refuse to give her a little romance. She should just lay down and just take it. And I'm like, God damn, dude.
Okay, that's too far. We going too far.
He's like, I'm not giving it. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. He's so mentally drained. He does not even want to deal with this woman at any capacity.
I mean, what she was just like annoying him.
Well, of course they're. She's not giving. She's not like. I hate to say this. I hate to be so blunt, but she's not even doing the job that she's meant to be doing for him.
Okay.
See, you don't want to sit there and talk about it because you look away. That's why they always love you because he's always shocked that I say stuff.
No, I'm not shocked. I'm just like, okay. That's just what
I'm asking you.
She not doing her job.
Yeah.
Man.
Do you?
We all got parts to play.
What's their part?
If you're not playing your part to nurture this man, to help build the household.
There you go.
Get his man the cheeks when he need them. We're basic. We
don't need much. We just need a lot of the simple things.
So she not doing that. She not.
Yeah. And I told dudes, I was like, man, if she just would, I guarantee you, she just gave him some, and not know. And I'm not talking about pity. I'm not talking about the pity sex where you just here, go ahead, do what you gotta do back there. That's not gonna make no man want to do things for you. What it's gonna make them do is be like, all right, she don't even bring that same way you used to back that ass up or throw it back on him. You ain't doing that no more. And that's what's making. And I understand they saying, well, the romance it takes two to tango.
It do, and a lot of relationships do fall in that trap of what is it called? You get caught in that routine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's not always on purpose. Life does get in the way. You get married, you have kids, your job, and you just kind of forget that part, the romance part of a relationship.
And I get it. Man, as we get older, we're like, how much romancing do I gotta give you? Because like I've been with you this long. Clearly, I deal with you. That's the sad part. That's how men and women are like. At some point, you're just like, I deal with you. Can't that be enough? The fact that you haven't walked in one day and I'm in the closet with a rope around my neck, doesn't that mean something to you? That's the level of showing love just gets lowered and lowered to
it's like saying I'm here.
I'm here, dude. Like it's like you know what it is? It's a fucking job that you hate. Yeah. When you first get the job, you're wearing the uniform right. You're on time early. You're like, what do you need, sir? And then by the time you're almost out the door, you're just like your shirt's untucked.
It's so sad.
And you're like, don't even start with me, Mark. You lucky I'm here. You lucky I'm here.
It's so sad, but it's true. I mean, I showed up, didn't I?
I showed up, so don't even talk to me about clocking out.
It's not enough though. That is not enough though. It's really not enough.
But that's how people are. I know it's not enough, but that's how people are. When you're not happy in something, you're just like, look, I ain't come here to work. Don't talk to me about working. I just came here to get paid. And you're like, oh my God. And it said some guys, have done it because they lady get too comfy at home, not doing their job.
I mean, it happens.
But I guess it goes both ways, man.
It do. Is your friend doing his job?
Huh?
The one that he said he don't want a romantic lady. Is he doing his job?
Oh, hell no. He not doing his job because the fact of the matter is, all the reason she's mad is because he don't pay the bills.
Oh, okay.
And I told him
it's a tit for tat type deal.
Well, not even that. I just told him, I said, women want to feel secure. They want to feel safe. And they do not like car being repossessed, motherfucking lights going out, shit like that for you not paying the bills.
Okay.
If you don't step up, go ahead.
So that's what's happening in his household. Not to be on his business, but that's what, and he expect this woman to.
Well, he got the car back, but at one point it got repossessed.
Okay.
But the fact is,
take L's like that and then expect your lady to be all
hunky dory or just believe in
do
you.
That.
And I told him that. I said, you can't do that and think she's gonna be standing by your side. She doesn't like that. That makes her feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
Not secure. Like she thinking the wall's about to fall in. And I said, if you just did more work and paid the bills, she'd be more happy. And then maybe she wouldn't nag you as much.
Okay, so
because ain't nothing worse than a woman nagging. I swear.
No offense to your friend.
He got to get together.
She ain't the problem.
Well, that is true.
It's a bit of cause and effect there.
It is a cause and effect. And I told him, I said, why don't you try this first before you just say she's just annoying nagger. But I think the reason he doesn't work as hard as he could to fix the problem is probably because she ain't hitting him with none. That right there can motivate a man.
That is true.
That can make us really put in the effort to try to make you happy. Say what I mean by doing their job, not giving their man no pleasure. All right, I'm gonna say this, and I'm not sitting there saying I'm not guilty of it because I am too. When I don't get pleasure, I do start being a little bitchy. I start getting a little mad. I start getting frustrated. I just like shit ain't happening the way it need to happen. But fellas, at some point, we gotta what is it called? Transform into something better to where we're not basing everything off of pleasure.
Yes. That cannot be
sexual pleasure.
Yeah, that cannot be our only motivation.
Can't be. You cannot be motivated in life by just sexual pleasure. You have to have something else that defines you by yourself to where you can sit up and do hours and hours of work that motivates you, and don't even worry about her. Because see, sexual pleasures, you're tagging someone else involved in it. If you need her that much to do that to get you through the day, then it's like, come on, man. You need to be on your own and just be able to feel satisfied in life without busting that nut, pretty much.
Yeah. And
it's hard. It really is. Because once that monkey get on your back, grind that motherfucker. I'm just fucking with y'all.
Well, yeah, he can't expect that from his lady when lights are getting turned off and things like that.
No, you got to pay the bills, man.
Yeah, you got.
What the old saying? It pay the cost to be the boss.
Yeah,
you got to pay the bills for a woman, and this is what a lot of women have told men. Modern women have told men, if you want us to be calling you daddy, and if you want us to be submissive, then you got to pay the bills.
Now, are they married? Or are they?
They're married.
Yeah.
And he already
got a leg to stand on. Right
no,
now.
He already talking about divorce and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm like, man, just go work. Go to work.
That's an easy fix.
I told him, I said, you got a gold mine. You don't even realize it.
That is an easy fix.
Pay your bills, and a woman will most times stop nagging you about bills.
If that's your only problem,
I mean, it's probably other problems. He just ain't telling it all, but it don't matter.
That's an easy one though.
Yeah,
get your butt up and go to work. That's all. That's an easy one.
It's hard when you don't love what you do.
Listen,
that's the problem.
We know that. The only thing I love about my job, and I got an easy one. Let me tell you something.
I got it harder than he got.
I got an easy one. I am blessed and highly favored. I always say that because
we're both blessed.
Yes, I got a job that I shouldn't even got.
That's true.
Shouldn't even got that.
I'm about to call the people to make sure you don't get it.
No, I made sure once I got it, I made sure I can keep it.
But
I got a job that is one of the easiest jobs, and
you still
there's
hate
some hard,
it.
there are
And
some,
you still
I still
hate
hate it. And there are some dark spots, man. There are some moments where I'm like, yo, this is nuts. But
and this is why I say focus on yourself and follow what you enjoy doing.
and that's why we doing this.
Even if you don't get paid for it, eventually, if you keep doing and keep grinding on it, you're gonna eventually make some leeway and some headway with it, and you're gonna do what you're passionate about.
Yeah.
And that's how you succeed. You got to do what you're passionate about. If you don't do it, I promise you, you're gonna go strong for a second, and then you're gonna fold because you don't love it. You don't love it.
Uh-huh.
And it's that simple. You know, I've talked to a lot of guys who are like, man, I'm trying to find my purpose. I don't understand why nothing's working. And it's like, it's not working because you don't love it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's not working.
That's kind of on the journey. That's basically I'm on the journey on now. Just trying to find and live my purpose.
Yeah.
One day at a time. That's all you can do. That's one thing I learned.
I think if you I don't think a lot of people ask that question to people nowadays. Like if you just ask somebody just randomly, like, hey, what's your purpose?
Yeah, that's true. Because you asked me and I was like,
somebody calling me.
I had to sit down and think. I was like, man, he's right. I can't.
Yeah. You got to think. You got to figure out what your purpose is, fellas. Ladies, I can't really say. I feel like it's different for ladies. Ladies can just like slide right into a slot and be all right. Like women can find a husband. Women can, be a mother. It's like they just find, they're comfortable with that most of the time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's you want. If you love being a mother and all that stuff. My mother found her purpose years ago.
What was that?
It's basically help and serve people. She runs a soup kitchen. I don't know if she still runs that. But she ran a soup kitchen for years. And
you know what's crazy though? As much as women try to fake that they hate serving, why do they always go into fields where they're just serving? Like women, like, oh, I don't want to just be a mother. Because like mothers, you're gonna serve. You're gonna serve your children. You're gonna serve your husband. If you're a wife. And then I ain't trying to be all that. But then the ladies who don't have kids end up being nurses or being, like you said, your mother in soup kitchen, or they just end up being servers anyway. They don't even realize that.
My mother was a nurse too for years.
See what I mean?
But she said she loved it.
I know she loved it because you know why? It's literally all it is mothering. They don't even realize it. All the stuff that women love to do is serving people, and they don't even. They try to fight it. Like, I don't want to serve a man, but then they end up serving hundreds of men and women by doing their job that they want. That is like an honorary mother.
And not to sound, I don't want to sound sexist, but they're better at it.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
They are 1,000% better at it.
Look, that's like saying a fucking cheetah is better at running than a crocodile. Like, yeah, of course that's in them. It's born in them. A man, that's why men get into protective roles. We do protective jobs. We do jobs that we're building something. You know what I mean? Either we're going to be a protector, which is what we do, or we're going to be builders, which is like construction, engineering. You know what I mean? We like to build things.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't nothing but being a father. Back in the old days, motherfuckers with shelters, and they would build houses for their families, and build fences and things like that to keep people away from them.
Yeah.
So we ain't doing all the jobs you end up finding that you love. It's just honorary parents. That's all it is. If I'm wrong, y'all put in the comments if I'm wrong. And if you like the content. Your boy gonna tell you to go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, because we're trying to grow the channel. You know what I mean? Let us know what type of topics you want us to talk about. Let us know what type of subjects you want us to get into. You know what I mean? Any and everything. You know what I mean? We usually talk about relationships, We're going to be doing eventually in the next couple months. We're going to be changing up the platform because we're going to go to the streets and we're going to be talking to people in the city, in the town about things that we want to talk about, things that we think people have not asked. So that's what we're going to get into. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna keep it under wraps. I don't want everybody to see what we about to get into later on. But
what did would you say? What did Aaron say? Would you say men have it a lot harder than women, referring to life?
Yes, I do.
You think we have it harder?
Men definitely have it harder. But this is why I say this, and y'all, I'm gonna tell you
overall?
why. Overall, yes, we have it harder. And the reason we have it harder is because we are the leaders. We are the leaders. And with leading comes responsibility. People look to you for guidance. So if you're the leader, it's all on you if things fail. Everybody's going to blame you if you succeed. Everybody's going to blame you if you fail. So as a man in your own little tribe, not the world, but in your tribe, your household, you are responsible for its success. Meaning, if you and your wife are arguing about something or fighting or she's not in a good place, it is up to you to find the solution.
Okay.
Not the woman. It's up to the man to find the solution. And if you can't find the solution, then ultimately you failed. Meaning, y'all in the relationship, or you're gonna take the blunt of it's your fault. That's how she's gonna see it. Women are gonna see it that the relationship didn't work out because of the man, not because of her. She might have a little bit say, "Oh, I had something to do with it," but for the most part, everybody's gonna blame the man for why it didn't work out. And in life, if you're not successful, they're gonna blame you. Women, for the most part, have been taken care of in society. They, if they're homeless, guess what? They have shelters for women. They have shelters for women and children. They take care of them at a higher rate than they do men. So yes, I do believe men have it harder in life.
Okay. I see your point.
Yes. Now, you want to give me, if y'all want to give me another point of why you feel like women have it harder, I'm willing to listen. I mean, there's some things that I will say that women have to deal with that are harder. But as far as saying a harder life, there's a reason why men have higher rates of suicide than women. If you didn't, that just proves right there we have harder lives. Because if we had easier lives, we wouldn't be committing suicide. I dropped the mic. I ain't dropping my mic, but I'm dropping the mic right there. And now tell me if I'm wrong or right. What do you think about that? Because you over here complex doing this.
I'm just thinking.
What are you thinking?
I'm just thinking.
I mean, like they say, women have, yes, women have kids. Okay, well, men have to pay for the kids. Men have to deal with the kids. There's nothing in society that men do that we do not have to be taking responsibility for in some capacity. Yes, there's men. Think about this. Even the men who don't take responsibility, get demonized. When a man has a kid and he doesn't take care of the kids, what do they call him? A deadbeat dad.
Well, I mean,
how often do you see people in society demonizing mothers for not being good mothers? They don't. When women cannot be good mothers, and there's a lot of them out there that aren't good mothers. There's a lot who are, but there's a lot of women who aren't good mothers, and they don't demonize them that much. The kid might.
Oh, okay. I see. You're saying that you hear more about the deadbeat dad
100%
than you do about the deadbeat.
They will publicize the deadbeat dad, the dad who wasn't there for them, but they never see. Look, even in society where a guy had a deadbeat dad, he becomes successful. They will bring when they do his E60 story or his documentary, they talk about how the dad was never there.
The estranged.
But let the mother, they'll say. He'll be like, "Was your mother? My mother was never in my life." It's like a short skip and a hop. They keep it moving. They'll do a 10-minute about how the father everything he did wrong. He beat my mom. He did. They villainize him because he didn't do the responsible thing. I don't think they do that with women. If I'm wrong,
I've
tell me
only
I'm
ever
wrong.
seen it in one movie that I can think of.
Only movie I've ever seen it, and I know. Well, okay. On three, I want you to name the movie. Ready? I'm gonna name it at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Precious.
Antoine Fisher.
Okay, 2 movies. Because I said Precious.
I forgot about
Because Precious. What's her name?
Monique.
Monique was a bad motherfucker, and I was like, oh, she nasty in this goddamn movie.
Evil.
No, you're right. Antoine Fisher, but Antoine Fisher, it wasn't. No, the mother died.
He blamed.
Oh no,
her.
you're right. The mother did abandon him. The mother abandoned him and his son,
and
his
that's
brother.
How he ended with that evil woman.
Yes,
his evil stepmother and his sister that molested.
You are right.
Her daughter that molested.
His mother was on drugs.
Yes, and they demonized.
You're right.
The only woman that wasn't demonized was the girl he slept with.
Well, they didn't really demonize the mother as much as he demonized the mother. He was mad that the mother left him. It was more the like I said, the woman who he was dealing with was evil.
Yeah,
his mother just left him. She was like, I'm a deadbeat. I ain't about to. I don't need. She thought he could do better. They could do better off without them.
Yeah, I know.
But that's the funny thing. You ever notice that when women let go of kids, it's more. You could do better. You could do better off than without me. That's fucked up. That you can just. I know you have a better life if I'm not around. Bam. But when a man does it, it's
well,
like
I think it's because women.
Okay.
Well, I've never had kids. Obviously, I'm not a woman, but I think it's because it's harder for women to let that child go because of that connection that they have.
I understand. It's okay. You're saying
that's
because
why
they're in their body.
Yeah, that's why they don't really.
I'm not asking about how hard it is. I'm saying when a woman let goes of a child, saying they say it's because I was so messed up. You could have a better life without me. Yeah. Men can't play that card. They're gonna. If I say I was that messed up, I just stayed away. They're gonna still be like, "You're a deadbeat." You should have got it together and been there for your kids. That's what I mean by they just hold us accountable, and that's why I accept it. I accept that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It comes with being a man, but also that makes it tougher.
And I think and you think it's because it happens more often, men that leave their kids. You think they demonize us worse because it happens because we do it more than women do it?
I think we do it more than women, not because we want to, it's because the woman they don't work out. The man and the woman don't work out. And in society, at least in America, they assume the woman's gonna take the role of parent. I know somebody, and you know somebody who the man took on the role of parent. The mother was not. He took full custody. The mother did not take full custody. So at that point, he flipped the script. And I would love. Oh my God, I would love to have him on the show. He tells me about how in his life he gets confused. Well, a lot of people get confused with him because they think he's not the sole parent. He gets like, well, where's his mother? We want to speak to his mother. And it's like, no,
she's not around.
I'm the parent, not the mother. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times women get mad at him for that. They don't honor him. They don't sit there and be like, they're like, well, what you must have ran her away. What?
Well, because in society, in American society, the dad leaves. The dad normally leaves.
That's in movies. That is a movie.
Come on, man. And how many? Well,
I don't know. I grew up with my father. My father stayed.
I grew up with mine too.
All right.
But in the neighborhood I lived in, there was a lot of single mother household.
Okay, that's true. That's daddy's baby, mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Most women, let's be honest. There's a lot of Maury episodes for a reason. They out here.
Yeah.
And men, we've already proven men have no standards. They will sleep with anything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I remember, what was it? Corey Holcomb said, it is up to women to use protection. It is not up to men. Because
Really?
the reason they say that is because men will sleep with anybody. They will, if a woman tells them you don't have to use protection, most of the time men will not use protection. Most men won't.
But it's up to women though.
It's up to women because think about this. Why do women look at the Drake situation? Do you think if Drake wanted to go raw, you think she would have said no? She stole this man's sperm in hot sauce.
Yeah, well, her purpose was to get this man.
Okay, so that means women dictate when they want to have unprotected sex with somebody to possibly have a child with them or not. They dictate that. It could be, if that was fucking Juju down the street who worked at Burger King, she would have been like, "Hey, you gotta put a condom on." But since it's the baller and she's willing to have a kid with him, she has no problem having unprotected sex with him. That's what I'm saying. She makes the choice. In every sexual encounter, the woman makes the choice. She decides if she wants to sleep with this dude or not. Men don't get to choose that. We never got to choose that.
Okay, I hear that part, but the protection part,
women, yes. Now, do I think men it's ignorant for men not to protect themselves?
It's very ignorant,
but most men don't. And I'm saying for the population, if a woman should never accuse a man or say it's his fault I'm in this position. That's what I'm saying. That's the one thing women should be accountable for.
It's getting pregnant.
Yes, because the fact of the matter is, a man can't just go and have sex with a woman just because he want to. A woman gotta want to. Otherwise, it's rape.
Well, yeah, that is rape.
So I'm saying is there's never been one time besides forceful where a man and women had sex, and it was the man's choice to do it. Because if we were choosing, we'd be
all the time.
Come on, man. Okay. It'd be all the time. Women would be in trouble. Y'all would be in trouble, ladies, because y'all would be worn out. Men would be.
But I don't know if I agree with that part with the protection, though.
I'm saying it's up to women to use protection because the fact of the matter is most men are willing to do it whenever, however, with whoever.
Still, I mean, okay, yeah. I see.
That's how we're
in a perfect world.
That's why we get caught up so much because we're dumb.
I mean, if you're gonna do that though, you gotta take what come with it.
So wait a minute. Let me ask you this: why do we hold men accountable when men and a woman fight? Why do we hold them accountable? If a man and woman fight, why do we hold a man accountable for fighting for hitting a woman?
You know why? Because we're conditioned to think that.
No, it's because men are physically stronger than women.
Well, okay.
They could destroy the woman if they wanted to, beat them up, whatever it may be. So we blame the man. He has the power in that scenario. So you blame the person who has the power.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You don't blame the other one who don't got the power. Men are dumb. Men will fall into any woman's legs if they let them. So it's the woman has the power.
Okay. I get that.
I just had to leave y'all with that last thought.
We gotta do better though.
We gotta do better, fellas. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we'll take it one day at a time.
I mean, yeah, because I do, and I hate to prove a point. I hate to prove your point, but I do know somebody. I do know somebody who dated somebody who had at the time they had like 8 kids, 8 or 9 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I warned this person, I was like, he out there, he got like 8 or 9 kids by
they don't care.
7 different women.
Yeah.
And she ended up being with this man anyway. And
she had number 10?
Had a baby number 10 by him. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why would you?
Did he have money?
He can't handle. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know if this dude have money or not.
He had something. I don't know. Choices we make, we gotta live with, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, today's Monday. You know what I said? Shout out to Twisted Infusion. Thank you for inviting us to the Paint and Sip. We'll talk to you about the situation later. Appreciate everybody for rocking with us for this hour and 10. Anything else you want to say to people?
No, just go out and live the life you want to live.
Yeah. Speak your truth, man. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This my man Beans.
Y'all have a good
It's a
day.
social norm, and y'all don't let the man beat y'all up too much, because we'll see y'all Friday at 4:30. Go ahead, man.
Y'all go out there.
On, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information from relations to